What's up, YouTube fam? It's your girl Armani Shanae. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button to become a treasure bae. So sorry I've been MIA for a minute. I had to take a mental break. I'm sure you guys can understand, and I think it's been about a month or so since I uploaded. I still am running my business, so if you are new, please check out JNR Treasures on Instagram, or you can check out the website at jnrtreasures.com. I have to do a little self-promotion real quick. I am currently having a wholesale for soap loaves sale right now. All the prices for soaps are marked down. No code is needed and no code is allowed, because if you were to use a code, you still would be saving more money with the prices that they are right now, than you would using a code. So check out the code if you're interested in wholesale soap loaves for me. I do have a t-shirt on under here, y'all. I am not nude, but I want to do some other things on my channel than just entrepreneur videos, because everybody is not an entrepreneur. So I want to like open be more broad on my channel. I want to get more personal, and yeah, so the first video other than entrepreneur, I figured would be a story time. I have quite a few stories I can tell. I actually told one, I don't know, I uploaded the one about me being pregnant and telling my mom, because I was a teen mom, and I uploaded it, and then I put it on private because I just felt like I wasn't ready to share that yet with the world. That's just, I don't know, to me it's really personal. But anyway, let's get right into the story time, because I done chatted too much. So today I'm going to be telling you guys, first of all, this is not funny. It's not a laughing matter, but I can laugh about it now. But at the time, let me tell you, I was beyond scared, because I have kids and this was just not the type of situation you want to be in. Let me tell you first, I didn't know you can look up public records on people. I would suggest doing so when you're dating somebody, especially if you're a mother. I didn't do that at the time. This is a few years ago, but I'm going to tell you guys how I had a real deal stalker, and how I felt like I was inside of a Lifetime movie. Like I belonged on Lifetime Movie Network at the time. I'm trying to tell you. So I wrote in my notes some things that I wanted to talk about that I didn't want to skip. Like I want to make sure I say it in the story. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how we met. I know people that know me are watching this, so I don't want to too much put in detail, because I don't want to. People that's from the city will know who I'm talking about if I say where we met at. So let's just say we met somewhere that I used to go to often. He was an employee there or whatever. And we started off as friends. I never really looked at him, to be honest. I've never really looked at him as a boyfriend, because after a while, when some of them traits started showing, red flags, like it's true when they say women leave mentally first, then quicker than physically. When I started seeing the red flags, it's kind of just like because I was at a time where I had just got out of a unhealthy relationship, and I was just chilling. Like I was young, I was cool, because I became a mom young, so like I didn't have them years to enjoy life and to enjoy being single, because I'm a relationship type of person. But then I just hit myself in the face. But anyway, so we met because he was an employee to a place I used to visit all the time. And like I said, I wasn't really feeling dude. Like we was just cool. Like we became friends, and then we was just cool, and then I would say we were dating. Okay, we were dating. So yeah, we were cool. Did he meet my kids? No, he never met my kids. I'm a type of person, I don't let a lot of dudes around my kids. I ain't even that. You can come around when they not home. You can come around when they sleep, or I can meet you somewhere, but you're not finna come. You know what I'm saying? Like meet my kids, be my kids' face. I'm not that type of mom. So he would come over like while my kids either were in school or weren't home or sleep. Okay, so anyway, he started coming over. We were dating, whatever. He used to do like manly stuff around the house, And I think I had just moved into a house. I had a 3-bedroom, two bathroom house, and he was like I was trying to like decorate or whatever. He would bring, I remember him bringing like a you know, fake plants. Like he bought like a tall fake plant to put in my room, like in the corner. What else did I think he got? Like some things for the kitchen, like a bigger trash can. And I remember him, this is important, it might not sound important, but it's important. I remember like the outside light porch, the light bulb blew, and he replaced the light bulb. Like he was like one of the type of dudes, like you didn't have to tell him to do manly stuff like around the house. He would just do it. So he changed the light bulb on the porch or whatever, and you know, he helped out where he could. So I remember on Valentine's Day, he bought me like balloons, you know, and I don't remember what the gifts was or whatever. I just remember balloons specifically because that's a key factor in the story. So yeah. Then I started portraying, like I don't even remember when his birthday was or whatever. I can't even tell you what sign he was, but I knew, like, I started picking on that he had his temper. Like he would get an attitude real quick and like get mad about little stuff or whatever, or get an attitude out of nowhere. And I'm telling you, out of nowhere, because that's in my mind, that's what I'm thinking at the time, out of nowhere, right? So I don't remember what this, because okay, after catching on to that, I was kind of like, this, in my head I'm talking, you know, talking to myself like, this ain't gonna work. Like, I ain't got time for all this. He's too stressful. Anybody that stresses you out like that don't need to be a part of your life. I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I was dating to see where it would go, but it wasn't for me. So I kind of started drifting back. Now, I'm not gonna cap, but mind you, we was never in a relationship. So I, at that time, because like I said, this is years ago, at this time, I don't know if y'all ever heard of POF, but POF is like, I guess it's kind of like Tinder or whatever, but it's like a dating app or whatever. And my cousin was on it, and she was like, oh yeah, I talked to a couple dudes, blah blah whatever, and it was just something to do. So she told me to download the app, and I was talking to somebody. That's actually how I met a boyfriend of mine, and he was a good boyfriend too. And you would never, isn't that a story like, oh, we met off PLF? But anyway, he's a story time too. Anyway, so I had started talking to people on PLF, no meetups or nothing like that, just talking, nothing serious, nothing like that. So on Valentine's Day, it wasn't on Valentine's Day, but a couple days after Valentine's Day, and I remember because the balloons were still in my room. So I don't know what he did. We got into an argument or whatever the case. I never remember if I'm supposed to look here, but we got into an argument or something like that. And at this time, I'm just like, look, it was cool. We tried it out, whatever. But this ain't for me. This not gonna work. Like, it's just too much. And I'm not a confrontational type of person. I'm not. I don't try to be argumentative. I'm not like that. But if I feel some type of way, if I have something on my mind, I'm going to tell you, because how would you know if I don't tell you? Okay. So I like to communicate. So I'm never the aggressor in any type of situation, whether it's with I do have a bad attitude. I'm an Aries, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I was kind of just like, this not for me, whatever. So he got so mad, and I remember him. Did he have a key to my house? Did he have a key to my house? I don't think he had a key. No, I wouldn't have gave him no key. But anyway, I remember him. The balloons was in the corner of my room. I remember him hitting the balloons so hard, the balloon bust. And I don't mean just like the balloons that you blow up out your mouth. I mean like the ones that's with helium. And you know, normally when you hit them, they just bounce back. No, he hit them balloons so hard that they the balloons pop. Now, at the time, my dad, he stayed around the corner, and dude knew this. So in my mind, I'm like, I feel like you hit females, but you know my daddy right around the corner, so you're not even gonna do me like that. But yeah, and I heard like word in the street, like I heard after. Never mind. But anyway, anyway, that there, it was just like, because if you can't like communicate, or like if you, I mean, granted you can get mad and hit stuff and all that kind of stuff, but that was just like another red flag for me. The getting mad at any little thing was a red flag. Like, don't nobody have time for that. But anyway, so he hit the balloons or whatever, and they popped, and then he left. So I'm like, best friend. Okay, so anyway, and I remember, I don't know if I think, okay, so he had a couple of things at my house, because like I said, he used to come over sometimes when my kids were asleep. So he wanted to get his things, and I guess I can't remember how he got in my house. Maybe I left the door open or whatever for him to go in, but I wasn't home because I didn't want to be there when he was there, whatever, because I didn't want no confrontation. So I think I left my door unlocked, and it was a pretty good neighborhood too. So I left my door unlocked, and he was able to go there like while I was, I don't know, at a store, at work, or something like that, because my cousin lived close to me as well, so she could go and lock my door after he went. So he went in or whatever. So I get home. Not only did he take his belongings, baby, but he took everything that he ever bought for the house as well. He took that goddamn plant, honey. He made sure all the balloons was gone in the trash, whatever. He took that trash can, baby. So, and I didn't realize. So I'm like, okay, I didn't buy it. I think it was like a rug too that he had put in the living room. He took that. I guess he was like, oh, she ain't gonna have no kind of nothing of me in here, so that's fine. So okay, so later that night, I go to turn the porch light on and realize that he took the light bulb. I honestly thought that was so freaking funny. Please comment down below the pettiest thing you've either taken from an ex or an ex has taken from you, because that was just beyond me. He took the light bulb, honey. So I was like, okay, whatever. It's nothing to go to the dollar store and get a light bulb. It's fine. So after that, he started texting me, and I mean like texting me like a lot, like every day, all day, and threatening me as well, like telling me to walk light, watch where you go at, I'm watching you, and this and that. Now, anytime that I contacted, okay, because like I said, remember I was on POF, so now I don't have nobody in my face, so I can give people my actual phone number, whatever, just to hit up or whatever, right? So it seemed like every time I contact somebody or somebody contacted me, I would get a text from him threatening me or something like that, right? So after a while, and I'm telling my cousin, like, because at this time me and my cousin are really, really close. I was like, my sister, I'm like, girl, I don't know, is it a camera in my house or something? Do y'all know, like, them apps, like the cheater apps or whatever? Do you know that he had, and I don't know how, when, or where he put this on my phone, or how he got in touch or connected this stuff to my phone. Anytime I got anything on my phone, he got it too. How do you do that? And I did not know until in one of them threatening messages, he was like, yeah, I got that cheating app hooked to your phone, so everything that come to your phone, I get it too. Which is crazy, because at this time, one of my exes, because at that time I only had, like, after my baby daddy, I only had dated one person. So he was getting out of jail, and like he would communicate with me, but it wasn't at that time. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't serious. It was just like, oh, you know, hey, I got out, whatever, whatever. Psycho, because that's what we're gonna name him, the stalker. Psycho done contacted my ex baby mama and was like, oh yeah, he cheating on you with, you know, such and such, talking about me. And I'm like, how? I hadn't even seen this man. This Psycho was literally psycho, y'all. I'm not capping. It's no cap in my rap. You hear me? This man was like, it was just beyond me, because it was just like, and I didn't, at this time, I'm like, how do you even get that off your phone? Like, if somebody downloaded something, and I didn't, it wasn't like another app or anything on my phone. I was like, how does he see everything that I do off my phone? So I think I ended up just getting a whole new phone, honestly, because I was, at this time, like, terrified, because I've never been through nothing like that where somebody telling you to walk light or whatever the case is. So, and this video is going to be long. I'm so sorry. So, I got a new phone, so that stopped. The messages stopped, right? And I think this is like in a matter of a couple of days, y'all. So, this is probably in the same week. So, one day, I don't know, my baby dad was supposed to come to my house and drop off some money or something. So how my house was like, when you go in the driveway, of course it's the garage, and then my room was behind the garage, and then my kids' rooms is on that side of the house. So in my room, like right behind the garage is my room, and then you have the bathroom on this side of the room. So there's no windows over there. I have a window like in the back of my room. I don't know how to tell you how to visualize it, but where, like, behind my garage is like the bathroom, and then there was like no windows on that side of the house at all. So my baby daddy calls me and is like, he pulled in, because I heard him pull into the driveway, and then I seen the lights go out, because this is at nighttime, so I seen the lights go like back out of my driveway. So he calls me, he like, why you didn't tell me you had somebody at your house? What? Ain't nobody at my house, is me and the kids here. He was like, it's a such and such, because I ain't gonna say his vehicle, it's a such and such on the side of your house. So he was parked. So you have the garage, and then like on the side of my house, it was a space like for the yard, and there was like a little patch of woods, and then the next house. This man was parked backed in on the side of my house, between the woods and my house, y'all. I had no idea. There's no windows on that side of the house. So I was like, so he told me the vehicle, and I'm like, bruh. I was told, baby, that I was talking to him, but it wasn't like, it's done. He shouldn't be on sign. So here go, like, my baby daddy now. He mad. He went back in the driveway. So when he went back in the driveway, dude takes off, and I mean like take off. Like, he left skid marks in my grass, on my driveway, on a road. Like, he took off. So now I'm calling my daddy, because I'm like, Dad. Oh, so daddy coming. He like, so we had to do. So my dad is a retired officer. So my dad called Troll or whatever, and he was like, y'all better catch dude before I do whatever. So that was one incident. Okay, mind you get the threatening texts, calls, parked on the side of my house, right? So then one day, I like to excuse me, I'm a light type of person. Like, I like to let daylight or natural light, excuse me, inside my house. So I had the windows open or whatever, and I had like that house, the backyard was like fenced in. So, and then I had a screened-in porch in like the back of the house. So you couldn't, if I had the blinds open all day and night, nobody should be back there to where they see me. So my blinds is open. I come out the shower, because the shower, like I said, the bathroom's on this side of the house. So I'm coming out the shower or the bathroom. I open up the door, drying off. You hear, hold on. From the window. Mind you, okay, the blinds wasn't all the way open, but they was a little bit open. So that's why I always, it's crazy because things traumatize you. Anytime I close my blinds, I do it the up way so nobody can like look down and see inside my house because of this very incident. So when I tell you, because I always go in the bathroom with my phone because I like to listen to music, I slowly move right back in. My kids is in their room sleep. I moved back in the bathroom cause cause at that time my cousin was working at a group home, so the group home was right by me too. Everything was right by each other, which was I was thankful for. So I'm like, cause this man is knocking on my mother window, and I just got out of the shower and I'm scared as hell. So she like, oh my God! And normally, like, my cousin is a very aggressive person. She's a fighter. She's a lover. She's a great person, but she bought that life too at the same time. So to hear her panic was like not helping me at all. So she's like, oh my God, I'm on my way. So she get there and she had 2 phones. So she called the police on the way to my house, and she was like, oh my God. It was so scary. So she come in the house because she got the key to my house. That's who had the key. She come in. And so we standing in the living room, and she's like, is your so cause by this time I done ran past, when she got there, I done ran past the window, and we meet each other at the living room. So we both like huddled in the living room. We was huddled in the living room, and she was on the phone with police. And I'm not the type of person that called troll neither. So like this is the only time that I got in contact with troll, because I'm like, I'm not the type of person. So for me to even like be on the phone with the police or hear them, and like it was just a traumatizing experience, the whole thing. So she was like, I don't know. So she's telling them the address, and I'm right there, and I'm at this time boo crying because I'm like, this ain't life. Like, God, what is really going on? Like, is it Ashton Kutcher come out? Because at this time I'm like, this can't be it. Like, and then it's crazy because I'm like, what did I even do to have him stuck on me like that? So dude, they end up coming, patrolling the area or whatever. He's gone, of course, by this time, because my cousin is there. So he's gone, and my cousin was like, listen, this too much. This too much. You need to do something about it, whatever the case is. So now my cousin is investigating, and she looks up his name, and I think, I don't know, 1 or 2 people got a restraining order on him. So I'm like, God dang it. Okay, it's time for me to get one at this point, because now I feel like you're not just playing with me. You putting my kid's life in danger, because there ain't no way I should have to be scared to live in my own house, or to come out my own bathroom, or to come out my own door, honestly, because you parked on the side of my house. So, and then I had to go to the police office and get like, that's how you have to file. I don't remember the exact steps, but you have to go to the police office and get like the reports, and that's how you file the restraining order. So go to file the restraining order, whatever, because I'm terrified at this point. And make sure I didn't miss nothing. Okay, yeah. So go and file a restraining order. So then they give you a court date that you have to appear, and then like the judge tells you whether they grant the restraining order or deny it. So of course my cousin go with me or whatever that morning. And so we there, and we waiting in the courtroom or whatever, and I'm like, girl, I just can't, like, if he come in here, I'm gonna freak out. I don't really want to see him, etc., etc. He didn't even come at the time of our arraignment. So, and it's crazy because I'm sitting there listening to everybody else's cases. Like, one case was the new girlfriend, the old girlfriend with like the baby mama tried to, I guess, okay, the girl was with dude, right, and they had a baby, but he had a baby mama. So her and him are walking, and she got a stroller with the baby, and the old baby mama come and try to swerve and hit them or whatever, and the judge did not grant her a restraining order. So I'm like, if she damn near got trampled or run over by a car from the old baby mama, and he don't grant a restraining order for them, sorry if you hear noise in the background, if you don't grant a restraining order for them, my little stuff ain't gonna do nothing. So this man could like, this going through my mind, like this man could still come to my house or whatever, because ain't, and then at the end of the day, it was straight over just piece of paper, but I needed something implemented. So when my court case come or whatever, I'm telling him about the text messages, the calls, the him coming to my house twice, and I have kids or whatever the case is. He granted me my restraining order, y'all. So I was grateful, thankful, blessed, and all that for that. So mind you, dude, Psycho did not come in the, he wasn't in the courtroom at the time. I don't know why, or if he thought it was later or whatever cases. I really don't care, don't know. So as we coming out, me and my cousin go to the restroom. So as we coming out the restroom, here's Psycho. And he's walking with some dude, his friend, I guess. I don't know. I never saw him. He's walking with this dude to the courtroom. You supposed to be there at 9. It's like, I don't know, 11, 10:30. I don't know. But it was late. Like, we had already had our case or whatever. So my cousin is like, she freaked out before me. Because mind you, I haven't seen him since those incidents. So she pulls me. And when I tell you, like, the type of fear that came upon me, and I know, like, we was in a courtroom and he probably wouldn't do nothing, but it was just scary, honestly. So we go back in the bathroom. So she's like, stay here. stay here. So she goes and she gets like an officer. I know, because they had like a little desk with officers like outside the courtroom or whatever. So she goes and she asked them if somebody can walk with us to the car, because we don't know what this man is capable of, right? Because didn't even know that he was low-key crazy. So an officer, a lady came and she got me from the bathroom. So me and my cousin, and like I said, I'm so used to her being the strong one, and she's like, she freaking out, and it's not helping me. So we eventually get assisted to the car, whatever, and we're like, thank you so much for walking, because we didn't know what the man was capable of, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, of course, I understand, etc., etc. So that was that. I didn't hear nothing else from dude. Thank God. Like, I was just so grateful. But yeah, I didn't hear nothing else from dude. I hadn't run into him, whatever, etc., etc. And a few years ago, because mine just happened like, oh my gosh, this happened maybe like I don't know, damn near a decade ago. And I ran into him a couple years ago at a gas station, or a gas, I guess it was a gas station or something, and he had upgraded his vehicle, so I didn't know it was him at first until I seen him, and I looked and I just was like, and I got in the car, and he got, I don't know if he was getting out the car, and he just started laughing because he saw me. Like, he anywho, okay. So glad that part is over. This video is extremely long. I am so sorry, but thank you guys so much for watching. I have so many stories, not so many, but I have a few more story times for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. This is my first one, so please don't judge me too much. Don't be too hard on me. And if you aren't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, comment down below, like for your girl, and y'all stay blessed.